Hey, it worked, it worked. That was weird. It just, when you click to go live, it goes, going live, and it does this a few times, and then it's live. It was just sat doing that. I was thinking, are you going to do it? There it is. Hello. Welcome to number 130, according to the chat. Lots of people. Yes. It's always good. Thanks for coming along. Yes. Oh, let's turn myself. Good. No. Thanks for coming along. Oh, let's turn myself. No. I'm in an eternal. There I am. Had myself on the phone there. I was getting an echo. Hey, here I am. I was on time. I swear, I was. It is excellent to see you all. I haven't got notes this week, so I have been singing that I have no notes around the house, but I've got my planner from the week so I can remember what has actually happened. We have the two large bits of news, of course, which is the Hammerhead show, which was yesterday, and me on a motorbike. I was going to say bicycle. That also would be news. Me on a motorbike. What? Stay tuned. Let me have a little look through these notes. What shenanigans happened this week? Also, on the back of one of my pages, I have this piece of artwork to share with you. It's a it's a warning to all guinea pigs, because I have a little handheld hoover that I go in every day and hoover all their little poos up. Oh, it's just it's what a way to start the show. It's just a poo hoover, but it's to them, if you were a guinea pig, it's a big loud noise thing that comes towards you and should be threatening, but they always go towards it, so they should run away like normal animals, like dogs and cats, but they go, ooh, what's this? Hello. So whilst they flee from my loving hand, they run towards the hoover. I've not sucked any guinea pigs up in the hoover, but I made this as a warning to them. So I've shown them this diagram of what could happen if they're not careful. So hopefully they've paid heed. Phrase. It is the hoover. Yeah. So there is some limited edition Annie artwork. Guinea pig warning sign. Stay away from the hoover. I don't know what they are. Weird little creatures. So it's been a very busy week. I'll go straight to Hammerhead, I guess. Quick to the big news, try and keep the viewers. So yesterday was Hammerhead in Newark Showground. I normally trade there, but I have cut all my shows this year, so I will not be. I've cut everything apart from UK Game Expo, but I might be adding one, which I'll talk about shortly as well. But because it's not that far from me, I thought I'd like to go anyway, because I can get there, but Bad Squiddo can't because of all the racks and things. So the main reason, I've said before, the main reason I've stopped doing shows at the moment is the practicalities that I don't have my own transport at the moment, and the fact that it shows absolutely kill me, and they kind of muck up all my plans for a bit outside of that. They tend to absolutely overwhelm me afterwards, and then I'm no good for a couple of weeks, which isn't very good. So I thought I'd go along as a punter and check it out. And then I ended up on a motorbike, which I think if you watched last week, you will know, because I mentioned, I think it was last week, I mentioned I was going for the fitting. So I got all the gear, all the safety gear, so that there's no need to fear with the safety gear. That's what we say, us bikers. But I have all the gear, so it's all good. And I still hadn't been on the actual bike. So Jade, who I very strongly based the Jada the Subtle miniature, the shield maiden that's stamping on the man going, ah! She was my ride, and I also went with Katie, who's in the chat there. I've now declared this a gang. Oh, we need a motorbike gang name, though. Unless you've already got one, then can I join your gang, please? So the three of us went on two bikes, met up at mine, and biked to the show, and I was actually quite terrified. I didn't say it at the time, but I was quite nervous the night before and I couldn't sleep. I was thinking, I hope I don't look like a fool. Yes, the most awesome Viking saga warlord ever. Where was I at? Brain gone. Brain is gone. So yeah, I was really nervous, thinking, oh, because the first journey on it's going to be sort of 45 minutes. So I'm not doing around the block. I hope it's not awful and I look like a fool. And it was awesome. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I was on the back. The weather was quite nice. Got a bit cold on the way a bit further on, but I had good gear, so it was all good. And I had loads of fun. I'm still not having the desire to be a biker, which everyone keeps suggesting will happen, because I'm poor. I am poor, and if I get a vehicle, it should be a car that I can carry, or a small van that I can carry grid walls on. That would be the sensible thing. But am I a sensible person? Surprisingly so, quite a lot of the time. I know you wouldn't believe it, but kind of have to be. But I very much enjoyed being on the back. So I thought I could just be on the back all the time. And then, because my brain's always like melted from overthinking about everything, being on the back, you don't have to think about anything. You've just got to. I liked the tilting. Tilting's fun, and weaving about's fun. So yeah, I really liked it. Even on the way back, when it was absolutely chucking it down, it was still really fun. And I imagine it's less fun actually if you're riding it, because you have to think about stuff. Whereas not thinking about things and having a human to protect you somewhat from the elements is good. So yeah, I had a wicked time. So thank you, Jade and Katie, for getting me into the land of bikes. Now I have the gear, I'm sure I will pillion. I was going to say pillage. I'll be pillioning more, hopefully, if you let me. There was a suggestion of me going on the back of your bike, Katie, yesterday, so that's something to mull over. It was to see if it would slow you down. This is when my mum goes, no! Because mum's been. I forgot to message anyone yesterday, so I think everyone thought I died on the bike because I just went computer quiet, but it's because I was having a nice time going around the show. Sorry, I forgot. And I forgot when I got home as well to message. So I think people have got a few like, just check in. I was like, yep, it's fine. So yeah, I went on the bike. That was ace. So thank you. That was cool. And made a nice change because my life's really boring. So it was no longer boring. So that was cool. And what else? So the show was very good. It was nice to go around with a group of people because I've not done that before. It's just been like me wandering about. So it was nice going on a bit of a gang and being able to be like, hey, look at this. This is kind of cool. So we went around, chatted to everyone in the world. So I'm absolutely knackered, even though I wasn't working. I'm just as knackered. Oh, it's just all the socialising. Which is nice. It was a double-edged sword because it's kind of like I'm gonna go over there, and then it'd be an hour later because I kind of bumped into that person like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Oh man, I lost another hour," because I thought, what's it? I thought I was reading the chat there. So oh yeah, I thought we'd be done by 2 o'clock or something, but we were there right till the end. They were packing up and I still hadn't had a full look at everything, but I had lots of fun, which is the main bit. I'm always very unlikely to actually buy anything at the show. I had a bit of look around the bring and buys, but I didn't buy a single thing. No, I didn't. So I bought myself a pizza when I got back because I was absolutely dead. Katie can confirm. You took about 2 paces between people grabbing a conversation, which was nice because that's kind of why I was there. I was never really going to buy anything. I have a mental catalogue of everyone's shop. I was on a bit of a lookout if there was anything I hadn't seen before or some terrain to buy, but didn't really find anything. So Jesus, did your tiny hands survive the trip? Hard to hold on even with 25 fingers. I didn't I didn't wear them on the bike. They're not registered bike protection, unfortunately. But I did wear them around the show. But I only wore one on each. And then after a while, I think they ended up here. But I got lots of enjoyment from the tiny hands yesterday. Again, we have witness Katie who can confirm this. Lots of freaking. I shook a lot of hands like this, which always, little things like that always make me happy. And I saw Andy Sherwell from Gripping Beast who said, "Oh, I brought my tentacle along," because we were tentacle friends when I had the tentacle fingers as well. To which a spectator was kind of questioning their life, but yeah, good when they're out of shot actually. So you've mentioned tiny hands, and that's it. Oh, tiny hands. Yes, Fenris was there. Hello. Who also was a witness to the tiny hand revulsion. But it got a lot of fun. Quite like people doing double takes as well. And I did, when there was the painting awards, I got a chance to clap with my tiny hands. So that was cool. So that was fun. Day off, tiny hands. What more do you need? Oh, they're just so good. They're so good. So, yes. The children liked the tiny hands as well, so that entertained the various children. What have we got? Pizza makes everything better, because even bad pizza is still pizza. This is true. Even burnt pizza when I forgot about it. And I just had pizza for breakfast as well. Mug of the day. I haven't seen Gary in the... Oh, there he is! Yeah, Gary is in the chat, because he always asks for mug of the day. I have the one I got from Andy and Susie for Christmas, which has 3 of my peegs on it. So there's Dave, Karen, the Quiff, and a Carol. There she is. So guinea pig mug. I'm not sure about this coffee. Katie, Jade drank all my milk because I was kind. Gave her all of the, gave her the last of my milk, but I had a little bit left and some soy milk. And I'm okay with soy milk. I will tolerate it, but it doesn't hit the same. But I've put both in. I've topped it up with soy, so I'm not sure how this will go down. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Best of both worlds. Maybe that'll become a thing. Very standard coffee today. Coffee at Hammerhead was terrible. It was so terrible. Food was nice though. Food was nice. Yeah, Jade was on the milk. Yeah, drinking all of my milk, harassing my guinea pigs. But yeah, that was just loads of fun. I had such a good day yesterday. In terms of news, trade show news, lots of espionage. I mean, I didn't do any espionage. I was just looking around like a punter. When Jade showed me afterwards all the stuff she bought, I realised I was doing the terrible thing that I always do when I'm not looking at the actual thing. I'm like, oh, see, they've cast that in this, and I guess they would have cast it like that in the mold, and I'm just totally assessing that sort of thing. So that's quite fun. But that's kind of what I do, and I can't help it. Just sort of looking around, eyeing up people's quality, seeing if there's any new tricks, any new tricks going on. I like looking at just getting ideas, like things like people's packaging. If anything, I think, oh, that's a good idea. Not in a mischievous way. It's just what you do. Because I'm normally the best, to be fair. So there's not that much inspiration. Oh, I just realised, is it dark or is it because my screen's on dark? Because I can put a light on. Oh no, I can't. I'm in my pajamas. I'm not in my pajamas. I've got yesterday's clothes and pajamas on, so that's acceptable. I'll just put a light on. Hello, look at my room. There we are. Look at my room. There we are. There we are. I think that helps. Might have made it, but what? Why is it weird? It's all weird today, isn't it? I don't know what's going on with that. Oh well. I think I'm just a bit shadowy. Yeah, shadowy. So anyway, other teams. It has been a very busy week. Oh yeah, any more Hammerhead Gorsip? Ratty bought Backpack Annie. Yeah, excellent. I went and checked the Great Escape Games stock afterwards to see how many they'd. Oh, maybe that works. See how many they'd shifted. And then I'd tell them off for not putting the new releases in the Bad Squiddo section. That might help. And they said they need a bigger sign. Andreas says maybe some automatic adjusting and there being a lit lamp directly in shot. Yeah, I normally have something like that, but I found the last few shows that because I'm in front of a window, it was fine. But I don't know, it's just gone weird today. But I will get a. I'm just going to put a ring light up or something. I'll get that sorted. Andy says that room looks familiar. It does. Sometimes I look in here and I can imagine Andy hobbying away at this desk, and then I walk through him because it's just a mirage. Also, Andy, as soon as I conduct my personal business on my chat a lot of time, usually with Mum, 12 o'clock? 12 o'clock? So yeah. Important thing is that you see your face. Is it dark then? That's weird. Don't worry, I won't mess her out with it too much. Cyber Haggis didn't come back to Budges and Barrows because we didn't have any guinea pigs. I thought I'd have loads of time for stuff like games. I was like, oh, we'll go around but yeah, because I got cornered by everyone. The day had gone. So sorry, because I was thinking, oh, that'd be quite fun actually to do a game, but it probably would have been terrible because I would have been sat on your table and then we'd never have got anything done because a million people would have came over. 2 o'clock? Okay, I can do 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock's okay. If you get me, if you come and get me, 2 o'clock. What else? New things. I released. Oh, now I've got a glow. I've got a glow. Oh, now it's gone again. Yeah, sorry about that for all the lighting inconsistencies. I will just add a light in the future ones. I'll get a desk light. Just go. Coffee. Oh, that is cool. It's a bit like I'm glowing. And I should also just get it properly set up. So I've got my mic and stuff like that as well, like I used to get it a bit more professional. We've got a good amount of viewers. This is unprecedented. This is a good time to talk about the new releases. So we released 5 or 6 new things on Friday. You should go check them out because they're wicked. My favourite is Pack Mule Annie. Again, if this was all proper setup, I'd have. Oh, that is glowing a bit now, isn't it? What about this light? Let's add this light into the mix. Now you've got the. Let's put you there. That might do something. Now it's going to go. I did actually think about a disguise, Gary. I thought I could go half the show in disguise so that I could actually look at things. But I'd have to. I could wear a mask and a balaclava. Would that be inconspicuous? Maybe. So yes, we have Pack Mule Annie, Josephine Baker, the entertainer, and she's the very first pack of our French resistance, so therefore first pack of our French. And you can tell if there's going to be more of something or if there is immediate plans for things because they get their own code. So instead of being BFM for Josephine Baker, she is VLF, which I'll let you to figure out what that means because you know all my codes have a secret meaning. So she is VLF 001. So there will be many more World War II French. I believe the Resistance will be the first because that makes sense because they can then pair up with the SOE agents. So we've got a bunch of those because they all work together. Another bonus of doing Josephine Baker is that she will also, so she can work with the SOE, but she can also work with the entertainers from ENSA. I need to find out what she was actually in. I don't know if it was like the French version of Ensa, but she was performing in similar places. So with them and with my dancing minis, you can make quite a good sort of like, is it power group with bands? It's like a power group but with solo performers of Josephine Baker, Adelaide Hall, Vera Lynn. That's a cool combo, don't you think? So I'd like to see all them together, and then to be able to mix them with the SOE. I think that's really cool as well. I don't have painted pictures of all of them yet, and I know that painted pictures always help, but apologies for my ink, my inking, but they are wonderful miniatures. John's got them at the moment to be doing some painting. Talking of wonderful John, he has painted the Pack Mule Annie, and I absolutely love it. There is one thing. I don't know if he watches these. He's going to come for me. Supergroup, that's it. Now I've realised. So I was going to meet Andy at 12, but it's going to be 2. Now I thought I'm totally going to go back to bed after the stream now. That was my brain ticking away in the background, going, I can just chill out for a bit. So brain, supergroup, Pack Mule Annie, yes. He didn't realise he's very much into painting non-metallic metal at the moment, our painter John, and he's painted the sword off the back of it. Very lovely. And I messaged him and said, should I tell you that it's a scabbard? And he said, no. So whilst it is paint, you can of course paint it however you like. But don't be daunted by the fact that it's a dangerous pack mule with a sword poking out everywhere. It is a scabbard. Or think that it's a badly sculpted sword because it is quite round because it's wrapped in something. But John's really gone to town with the non-metallic metal. I don't think he's going to paint over it, which is fair enough because it does look really good. Tastes a bit of the soy. What else? What else is new? We have the free nights, which took me a whole hour to come up with a name for them, and then came up with the Iron Maidens, which is cheesy, so I like it. Who are free, very heavily armoured fantasy figures, and they look wicked. I've got a cool bit of fluff about them, but I'll let you go on the website to read that. But they're really, really good. You can't see on the picture because again they're not painted up yet, but they've got big, what are they called, like ponytails off helmets. I should know this stuff. Helmet ponytails they've got as well on the back. John is painting them up in silver, and Amy is painting them up in Squiddo colours, so orange, purple, and teal, just to make them a bit more fun, to show that you don't have to paint knights shiny silver. Why have I started picking up the hands again? My viewers are gonna plume. That's the one. I was going to say about that. Amy, yes, Katie asked about Amy. So Amy, who paints me, entered. She entered 2 minis into the painting competition yesterday. She came. I think she got 2 seconds. I don't know if my figure was one of the seconds. I don't know how many figures she put in. One was the Titan, which I think should have won because it is the best thing I've ever seen. But sometimes those competitions, they don't favour the technically good. I'm not slagging off whoever won. I didn't really see who did win, so I can't slag them off because I don't know, and that's not probably a nice term, is it? I won't speak badly of them because I don't know who won. But I thought when I saw that Titan, I thought there's no way that can't not win. That's the most glorious thing I've ever seen because she's put freehand designs all over the armor and then weathered it. But I know that what catches eyes sometimes is that sort of brighter stuff, so it can be missed. But even a second's very good. But yeah, it was awesome. I'm going to get to post it in Baggy's Cave as well, or share. I'll find it and share it because it's really good. She also put my astronaut in, which some of you bought at Salute, and I haven't released it yet. I won't put her very close because she's just going to blur. But it's Alice the astronaut. I really like it. She'll be out soon as well. Look how cool that is. Hey. There you go. You can sit on there. She came back on the bike with me, on the motorbike. She's very well attired actually. She'd be okay. But she's got the helmet and armour there. How did I miss her at Salute? I don't know, Tim. How did you miss her? To sell you one now, won't I? Oh. Gary, did any games being played catch your eye? Only as I didn't really see many of the games. No, Alice has not been released yet. The only game that really did catch my eye because I went ooh was the Badges and Burrows that the chap whose username I've forgotten. Sorry, saw you yesterday though. I know your face. That game was cool because it had a teapot piece of terrain and it had some like big mushrooms that were a bit sombrero-y, which I quite liked. Andrea's has to go. Bye. See you later. Bye. Yeah, just had lots of cool little cyber haggis. Yes, had lots of cool bits going on there, which was fun. So that's always the thing that catches my eye. No shade, but I never get intrigued by a lot of the sort of like small scale historical or anything. I'll have a little look, but it's just not my thing. I think I do like that. Maybe I'm that person that likes the big bright visuals or something very grand. I think if I had more time, I'd have probably just gone around all the boards and had a look. But so I barely even got to all the stands. I was just being a big social beast. And then I think by about 4ish, I'd entirely run out of brain battery. So there's a little gang I had. We just sat by the bar in the other bit, and I had a whole pint. And I was forbidden for having any more pints because I would be going on the bike. So that was very smart. One was fine. So to sit down as well and just go. Ah. And then I bumped into Mike, who's Mr. Big Tom, who does the banana sculpt and stuff. So he came and sat with us. That was really nice. It was those chilled chats rather than like. I get very awkward with the passing chats. So I know I don't know if anyone in the chat would have been one that I did that to yesterday. But that's sort of like you're passing someone and it's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's good. Oh, pandemic's over. Yep, sure is. You good? Yep, cool. They're the ones I struggle with. They're just the drain. Whereas the actual conversations are really nice. And I know that's all you've got time for because you want to acknowledge someone and pass them and it's fine. But just my brain's like, oh no, oh no. So there's obviously a lot of that very brief chat, which is very draining, whereas the like actual sitting and conversing is good. I had a nice long chat with Guy from Wargames, Soldiers and Strategy. I gave him the Josephine Baker. I said that's got to go in the magazine. Had a nice chat with Wargames Illustrated as well. I got to meet Callum France, who's done some painting for us. He's now doing a lot of painting for them, so that was really cool. Had a chat with the gang as well, so it was good schmoozing about. I saw Ripping Beast, who are very good friends of mine, and I haven't seen for ages. So I did sort of sit on their stand for a while and just have a nice catch-up chat. So that was lovely. Talking about their stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Ratty. I kept going, there he is. I can see the rainbow tentacle hat of glory. But you were always too far. So I'd be like, oh, I'll get him when I work up that way. And then someone else would chat. And then I'd be like, no, he's gone. Where has he gone? No. Daniel's off. See Daniel. Nice to see you again. But I did try, Ratty, and I had the tiny hands on because I really wanted to give you a tiny hand high five. And so I just had to shake business people's hands like that. Hello, I am Bad Squiddo, proper person, owner of company. Have a tiny handshake. Who do I speak to? Open Combat quite a bit. Great Escape Games. You had all my things. Cyber Haggis is not the Badges and Burrows chap Dave, though he was running a game. Hand fingers. Hand fingers. There we are. But yeah, the Badgers and Burrows looked fun. In the week, yes. Oh, rest of the releases. Rest of the releases. What are you doing on my show, John Decker? You never come here. It's like you want to come and socialise with me at some point in next week, because that's what I do now. I just organise all my social life on this stream and go, oh, you should do a thing. Gail made me. Good, because I am a biker now. I'm a biker. That's what I do. Down with the lingo, all that stuff. Full on biker. I want the whole Kill Bill get up now. So, what are we at? Brain. Tieflings. So John painted the Tieflings, the new ones, new Tiefling Pirates, and for a long time, many people have been demanding Tieflings. So we have Tieflings. Buy them, please. So there are 4 that were released a while ago, and now 2 brand new ones are out. And I even put them together in a little bundle so you can save 2 whole English pounds, or the equivalent of in all other currencies. Bye, Mum. So you can get all 6 at once if you missed them. And John's painted them all up now as well, so it's nice you can just have a look at them in there. All 6 of them, they're very, very nice. I've got them in for like different red things. Cyber Haggis, are you to do with the game Barrows and Badgers? Sorry, I totally invalidated you there, because I wasn't sure if Dave was asking if you were O-Swan man, but I didn't realise anyone else was involved. I thought it was all Mr. Lovejoy, but you can let us know in the comments, and then I can apologise for going, no, he's not the real man, he's just a man. Sorry. Simon has the Kickstarter ones. Yes, now we've got the pirates. Yes. They obviously don't have to be used as pirates. Other things, we have the start of the Old West. So I have 2 of those. I have a native and a non-native. They're both really cool miniatures. Again, want to see them all painted up. Oh, Cyber Haggis, you are just a man. You are more than a man. You are the O-Swan demo man, owner of tiny teapot lands and mushrooms. There we are. Sorted that. Other releases. I think that's all the releases. Have I forgotten anyone? That's it. As always, I encourage you to have a look through the new release thingy, because there's loads you've missed. And if you sort of scroll past all those dragons and just look at the rest of the Bad Squiddo newies, there are lots of things, and you should totally buy them, because I do struggle with release schedules. You may notice I'm never sure what's better, releasing a sort of chunk at once, which risks putting some in the shade, because obviously, like, on Facebook so far, I've only posted the Pack Mule Annie, but also means that if people want to buy stuff, they can buy some of the new things at once and save on postage rather than buying one at a time. Or if I do like one release a week, and then it keeps it fresher and there's more content. But then I think, are people not going to buy because they think, oh, I'll wait till the next release? Oh, no, I don't know. I do not know. All I know is that when I release things that aren't on a Kickstarter, the sales suck. So I'm going, should have done another Kickstarter, shouldn't I? I'm really trying to avoid it. But there is no instant gratification. It's not me moaning. There is no instant gratification in releasing things standard, which is across the board of every company I spoke to now, where it's that dopamine, because you've worked on something for ages and you go, here it is, everyone. And when it's on a Kickstarter, there is a physical response because the Kickstarter goes up. But when it's not on a Kickstarter, you go, oh. But I've had the shops are all interested. I got a lot of shop orders out this week, which is ace. I have a new shop order. I have a couple of new shops that I've been chatting to. So that's a bunch of stuff. All the new people, all the new releases, most of the retailers sort of automatically take. So that's a whole chunk of them already heading off there. So that gets it more exposure. As it's just people seeing it. Because if like 0.1% of people, it's probably smaller, that see the thing, buy the thing, just get more people to see it. Annie's business tips. But it's just getting people out. And never feel guilty if I release something and you haven't bought it. You don't have to. That's fine. It's not on you. The Baggies Cave and the Sunday Morning Coffee do not need to carry Bad Squiddo on their back like Pack Mule Annie. It's just in the general, it's the range of customers is a lot larger. It needs to be even bigger. So it's just that constant reminder. There's something psychological about Kickstarter as well when people back it and go, woo, which has baffled me for many years, but is why I went, can't beat them, join them, I guess. But I know there's a few people swearing off Kickstarter at the moment. I currently don't feel like I can. And I'm not confident in other sort of pre-order methods. So I may be stuck with it, but we will see. I was pretty sure it's going to be a Kickstarter for this the secret thing that's not miniatures. Samples of that arrived this week, and I was very, very excited. I was extraordinarily excited because they look brilliant. So I can't tell you anything about that or when, because one of the things that potentially is a stretch goal. We want to experiment with that in the casting lab. Yes. But that will be fun, whatever it is. And if you do not want to Kickstarter, you can get it on the shop afterwards. Don't worry about that. I always try and make it easy. It's going to be easy. Frips killed my Chinese evergreen plant. Though I may have saved some. I might have saved some of the stalks, and I've put them in water. I've put some in water and some in soil to see if there's a winner, see if they survive. So rest in peace, Frips. Not the Frips! They can die in hell. They can die in hell. I mean, just not being my... Oh, it's changed again. Don't be eating my plants. It was doing so well. It was absolutely going so lovely. And then I noticed the base of it was like little beavers had been chopping. They have that like... And then pulled it out and went, oh, you buggers have been eating it from the ground up. But I knew there were Frips in the office somewhere. So if that was where they'd come from, and that's it, then please be safe. I'm going to have more of a thorough check of the other plants now in case anything else dying at the bottom. Gail just did a swear at Frips. Yeah. They took down a plant I'd been working really hard on a while back, and I couldn't figure out where they could have come from, and everything got spread apart, decontaminated, all of this. But I've still been, and I was glad I was not losing it, because my mum was going, can you stop obsessing over Frips? Because I was going over all the plants like this all the time. I'm like, they're here somewhere. I don't know where, but they're here. Now I've found them. But have I found them all? Who did I kill? The master or the apprentice? Other bits of news. I was going to release my really cool laundry washing line and washing stuff set from Restore. And then I realised that the video and thumbnail I'd managed to miss out one of the pieces. And I was running out of time on Friday. So that will maybe be released next Friday. It's a very nice set, but the picture and video didn't show off the lovely little buckets with it. I have no idea how I've missed them in there. It was only when I was uploading it and it said 6 in the pack. I'm like, there's only 5 here. This one must be a faulty pack. So I found the extra bits. What else is on? I've normally got my plan of list things to talk about. Just looking at my little crossed out to-do list from the week. I might go on holiday. This is a possibility. I invited myself on my parents' holiday. Now Mum's gone, I can mention it. She never watches them back, don't tell her. Whether I want to spend a week in a cottage with my parents, it may be a terrible idea, but it's a free holiday, so they have said that I can come, so I might do that, but that won't be... it'll be the end of next month, I think. If only there was someone I knew that was watching the show, or a multitude of people watching the show that has previously looked after my guinea pigs, that could help if I was to go away for a week on holiday. John Decker and Andy2D6 have left the chat. Damn them. Houseplant Gribblies are a real pain. They are. I loathe them. The bunch of plants that I brought to the house from the office to get better light are absolutely going wild, which is really fun. So I like that. I've got that going on. That's most of the news, to be fair. Probably loads of things I forgot, but saved me just going for a bit. I did want to mention, when I was at the Fenris Land last week, I saw loads of Joe Snurg, who I know watches this. Hi, Joe! I saw a lot of his larger sculpts that are around the house of like big animals. So like the Weird World stuff, but big. And they're so good, Joe. You need to do something with them because they're so cool. I might try and steal one next time I'm there. I mean, I won't steal one. If one falls into my bag, they're really good. They're really good. You should show them off on your Twitter and stuff so people can see things that you do that aren't small sculpts, but big sculpts. They're really good. Alex says cacti low maintenance. They don't give me any reward though because they just sit there being like, hello, I'm a cactus. I'm not going to do anything. To be fair, most of the plants I have are low maintenance till they all get diseases. One of my cactus had gosh darn mealybugs as well, which was pretty brutal. So they can even get the cacti. But yeah, all my plants are generally quite forgiving ones, which they have to be. Anyway, thank you all for coming along. Again, thanks Jade and Katie for letting me join their little bike gang. Hey, Snag, there he is. They were very good. Your parents were so proud. They were showing me all of them. They're like, oh, there's another one here, and there's another one here. All the animals are really cool as well, but because it's me, I like the gnomes and especially the mice. They're like mice riding dinosaurs and stuff. They were really cool. So the plan for the week, I have not made yet. Dun, dun, dun. I've got a whole bunch of things that are kind of weighing on me. They've been done. So I can start on some of the other things that are weighing on me. Yay! So today I will be planning that for the week. Probably finally getting some more packaging done and harassing some more shops to take my stuff. I might dick about with some TikToks today. Do a social. Yes. Social. I will message you, Decker, after this. And yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Woo! And drink the rest of this coffee. Woo! Thanks for coming. Like the video if you haven't liked it and all that, and keep an eye on all of the squid news. Bye.